hope you're doing well today. Well, I'm making a video for Wonton Wednesday. Today I'm going to be using egg roll wrappers because my daughter's been begging me for egg rolls, so I'm going to go ahead and make them. And this collaboration is with Vicky at Vicky's Country Home, Our Wandering Footprints, Diane the Canning Nana, and myself, Teresa Stay at Home Life, and Coco Noel, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep my ingredient, and then I'll show you everything I'll be using, and we'll go from there. One more thing I forgot to say. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using, sorry, my shirt's bothering me, pork today, but I might mix beef, I might mix shrimp, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know when I decide. Here's all the ingredients I'm gonna use. I don't know if you can see them all. My tripod only goes so high, but I have right here, I have, this is just 1 carrot, half of a red onion, and I decided to put a jalapeno in there. They're not usually that hot. This is about a half of a cabbage. I actually grew this cabbage. I had to peel a bunch of layers off because it froze. This is a green onion. And then this is about 5 cloves of garlic and about 1 teaspoon of ginger. It's the ginger you buy in the store. I can't find my fresh ginger. It's somewhere. And this is a ½ pound of ground pork and a ½ pound of ground beef. We're going to cook this first, but first I'm going to put a little seasoning on it. So let me bring you closer to this bowl. And I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of soy sauce. And that will be my salt. And I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of this rice vinegar. You don't need much, just a little. About 1 tablespoon. And to make sure I'm going to put a little of this. You don't have to have this. I like to add just about a capful. Not very much. That's probably this is probably about a teaspoon. That's it. And then for the sauce to go on the vegetables, a lot of people don't put one, but I'm going to put, in this little bowl, I'm going to put some soy sauce, oyster sauce, and maybe a little bit more Sautéing wine, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And I'm going to black pepper this meat. And we're going to start by cooking this meat. You could put red pepper flakes or no pepper if you didn't want it, because I did put the jalapeno. So I'm going to move you over to the stove, and we're going to start browning this. Put a little bit of canola oil at the bottom of the pot so it wouldn't stick. And I have it on high for right now. I'm trying to get it pretty hot so I can sear this meat. It's not hot yet though. And you want to, as the meat's cooking, you want to crumble it up the best you can. And I always use this flat wooden spoon. It really helps me break the meat up. So we're going to brown this, and then we're going to, sometimes I take it out and we might have to drain it, I'm not sure. Sometimes I take it out, or sometimes I just add the cabbage and vegetables to the meat. Some people take it out then put the vegetables, but I don't see where it really matters, but we'll decide when that time comes. It's still not hot yet, so I'll bring you back. As you can see, it's starting to brown, and I'm just trying to crumble it up. Potato masher might work better than this, actually. I'm just going to use the spoon so I don't have to wash another dish. But I'm going to get it cooked completely before I add anything else to it. And I'm going to put some oil in this pot here. If you can you see this? That pot there, and I'm going to fry them. I don't know if I'm going to try to bake some. I've tried to bake some before, and they came out okay, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and fry these. And if you don't want to cook all of them at once, you can also freeze them and then cook them at a later date. I've done that before too. It's nice to have some homemade egg rolls in your freezer. My daughter loves it. So I'll continue cooking this, and we'll go to the next step. It's just about cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic, and this is only 1 teaspoon of ginger. I'm not putting very much in here, but we do like a lot of garlic. And we'll just stir that around for a minute so it gets fragrant. I'm not going to take the meat out. I decided I'm just going to put the vegetables in here. Ooh, it smells really good already. And I may have to drain this a little bit before I wrap the... So now I'm going to put in some onions and the jalapeno and cook those for a minute. The carrots and the cabbage, I don't like to cook those completely. I like a little bit of crunch left in them, but my family's really picky about raw onions, so I'm going to have to cook these onions completely probably. And then I'll be back. Oh, I also wanted to add that if you wanted to, you could just freeze the filling and then make the egg rolls at a later date. I've also done that. And that might work better. I'm not sure which one works. I haven't done it in a while. But we sure like them. And I didn't show you this. I like to add this once I put all the vegetables and stuff in. This is just like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar. I like them to have a lot of, and black pepper. Also put black pepper. So that's looking really good. And I like this pot because it gives me plenty of room to stir around. And I can use the really hot burner with this pot because it's big enough. And we will have to let this cool before we actually make the egg rolls. And I think my beef was organic, but I don't think my pork was. I couldn't find any organic pork. I like to try to buy organic meat for some things, but I can't always find it. See, I'm getting a little bit of brown stuff at the bottom right here. I might better turn my fire down a little bit, but I like it cooked well. So I think that's good. So we're going to go ahead and add the carrots. And I shredded some and then I chopped some. I was chopping and then I decided to go ahead and shred it. And that's only 1 carrot. It was quite big. And I'm so proud of my cabbage. I think might get 2 more heads. I know you can buy it cheap at the store, but it's really fun to grow. I had more plants, but what happened was the neighbor's tree during a bad storm fell into my back patio and crushed all my plants. I had some in containers. So we'll cook this for a minute. And you can shred your cabbage smaller if you want, or bigger. It's just up to you. I could eat it just like this. Because the frying part is kind of messy. And I was going to put shrimp, but I decided to save my shrimp for another recipe. And hopefully that'll be coming up soon. That's going to be kind of a Cajun recipe for the shrimp. And the last time I made these, I cooked my cabbage a little bit too much. So I think I'm going to stop right about here. I'm going to throw in my sauce. Hopefully it's not going to be too salty. Get it all out. And I'm going to stir that around. And I think I'm going to turn this off. And like I said, it has to cool. But it looks, I love the way it looks already. It looks so fresh. And you could put bean sprouts in here. You could put any kind of vegetables you wanted. Bamboo shoots, water chestnuts. I just have some picky eaters. So I'm going to take this, if you can see this bowl. I'm going to try to pour this. I better spoon it first. Try to put it in this bowl so it will cool off quicker if I get it out of the pot. This is going to make quite a few egg rolls. So let me take this out, clean out my mess, and let this cool, and then we'll move on to rolling them up. I also wanted to say, you could go ahead and taste it. I kind of made a mess. You could taste it and adjust the seasonings if you want. If you need more salt or, you know, whatever you like. It's too hot right now to taste, but I might adjust it, and I'll let you know if I have to. And it's right on. I'm not adding any salt, any pepper, anything. It's just right. So I can't wait for this to cool so we can start rolling. And I also have an egg right here to close up my egg roll wrappers. You can use flour and water, cornstarch and water, egg wash, whatever you like. Hopefully the egg works well. But I'll be wrapping a couple. They're not too big. The egg wash is working pretty good. I'm going to show you how I do it. And I'm putting them on a piece of parchment paper. Hopefully they won't stick. But my filling is cooled off. And I'm glad I'm using this pastry mat because making a mess. So I'm going to take probably about 3 tablespoons of filling. And I like this filling because it's pretty meaty. And I just push it all in the inside. Can you see that? Okay, let me see. Not that I'm the best egg roll wrapper, that's for sure. But I just tuck this under, and then I tuck the side in on each side, and make sure all the filling is in there, and just roll it up. And then I always try to seal it. This one didn't do well, just because I'm trying to show you. Let's do another one. I think I need some more egg wash on this one. Okay, and my oil is heating up, and I have a thermometer in there. I'm going to try to get it to about 350. So on this one, I think I'm going to take the egg wash and brush it first. And this is kind of, I always make a mess. I'm going to put and you can make them as big or small as you like. I'm trying to make them the same size. And then I just take it. Hopefully this one works better. And then I roll the side in, both sides. And then just roll it up. And then make sure this is sealed. See, like this. So I'm going to continue rolling these and wait for the oil to heat up. And the filling is delicious. I could eat it just like this. It's not too salty, and those seasonings are just right. I think you will enjoy them. So I'll be back when I finish rolling. Okay, we finished wrapping the egg rolls. We got 15. They're wrapped pretty good. We did our best. They might not be perfect, but I think hopefully they'll just stay sealed. And I have my oil heating up here. And it looks like somebody moved my thermometer, but it's not quite 350 yet. So once it hits 350, we tested one. My oil, I didn't pay attention and it got a little bit hot, but this is the one I tested, if you can see it. My oil is a little bit higher than I wanted, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple in. And you have to be very careful because it's very hot. I put my apron on. I'm gonna just do like 3 at a time. Here's a little one. And that should bring the temperature down when you put some in here. They only have to fry about 3 minutes, I think. And I try to turn them over so they're evenly browned. We like to use, I'll show you the sauce we like to use. This one, this is a Thai sauce, I believe. But this one is really good with egg rolls. It's sweet chili sauce. And there's also, I don't know if you watched my pot stickers video, but that sauce is, I'm going to also make that sauce for tonight because that sauce is absolutely delicious. It's jalapeno jelly and rice vinegar and what was the other thing? Soy sauce. Just a little bit of soy sauce. That was I think that's my favorite dipping sauce now. We just, we really enjoyed the baked pot sticker video that I made. And in fact, my daughter liked them so much I had to make more the next day. We really like to, I'm trying to learn more about Asian cuisine. I really like the flavors. So that doesn't take very long. My thermometer is not working properly. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit, so that's good. So you just fry them as long as you know how brown you want them. And I'll put them on this rack right here with a paper towel underneath. I find they stay crispier if you drain them this way. So that took about 3 minutes, I'd say. And the inside's already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. So I like to put a couple more in. I'm just going to do 3 at a time. So I'm going to continue frying, and then I'll bring you back. You see, this is the rack I'm putting them on. And you, I also wanted to say you have to make sure your temperature of the oil is correct, because they can get, if it's not hot enough, they can just absorb a lot of oil, and they don't end up as crispy. So it's very important to just keep an eye on the temperature. But these are looking good. I only have 5 left after this. And then we'll finish frying the egg rolls. That only took about 10 or 15 minutes to fry them all. But they sound pretty crisp, and my daughter already took one, and they're really good. We're going to show you them plated up with the sauces we use, and we'll do a taste test. Now we're going to do the taste test. I'm going to cut it in half so you can see the inside and see how crispy they are. Came out really well. And there's the inside. We like it pretty meaty. And I'm going to try the Thai sauce. I like it because it's really spicy. It's still a little bit hot. Peanut wants some, but you can't have it.
Sorry, Peanut. Sorry.
I don't want to brag, but these are my best egg rolls yet. The recipe, you can kind of just make it your own. So I don't really have a recipe to write down. But if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos if you enjoy these videos. And have a wonderful day.